It is another Utah Jazz game. That is right. We are going up against Charlotte Hornets. My name is Analyst Sim, and I'm bringing you today my watch along for the Charlotte Hornets game versus the Jazz. And right now, after taking another L by the Phoenix Suns, we have an opportunity to bounce back, and I think we could do it. LaMelo Ball is out, and I do have the starting lineup somewhere here that I liked earlier on. So let me go up and share my screen like how I normally do and show you guys what is going on before the game at least gets started, because it looks like they're getting ready to start the game soon. So this is what the lineup looks like right now. This is the lineup. So we do have a change. We got Keontae George at the 1 as normal, Svi Mihailuk at the 2. Nurkic is there at the 5 because Kessler is out injured. Lowry's at the 3, and Taylor Hendricks is at the 4. No Kyle Filipowski. Am I surprised about that? Probably not. Like, even though I haven't, like, offensively, Kyle just has not been there. And I just thought it was part of the strategy of the game, but it looks like I was wrong. And it wasn't the strategy of the game because it looks like he is out. And I haven't heard anything in regards to it being some type of injury. You could see all the inactive players. Isaiah Collier, he's kind of back, but he's in the G League at the moment. He's on G League assignment, probably getting himself back up to 100%. Walker Kessler, he's out injured, though. I hope it's not too serious and that he's not out too long, because Nurkic, I have had a lot of criticism for recently with the amount of turnovers that he's given away. So hopefully he could not be that bad, at least coming out this shot. Georges Niang, he's still out injured. And John Tonje and Oscar Shibwe are supposedly out. I'm not sure if they're injured or they're just on G League assignment, but definitely they are out of this game. Now, we got someone's in chat. The Wandering Wizard. Oh, welcome back. How's it going? It's doing good so far. Doing good. It hasn't started yet. They're just talking about the lineup right now. I saw the lineup on Twitter, so I thought I would go up and show that. But they're showing it on TV at the moment, and it looks like that is exactly what the lineup is. So the lineup is exactly what I thought it would be. Kon Knueppel there for the Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball is out, which is great because I really rate him as a player. I think he is an absolute baller. What, a 6'7" point guard that really could do it all. A little bit injury prone, but when you look at his upside, he creates, he scores, drives to the basket, gives the 3. Like, he was going to be a big problem in this game. And you know they were probably going to have him there at the 2. Brandon Miller is also out. I don't know the reason why that is, which is good that he's not there. So the Jazz could probably get a dub in this game. But again, the Jazz have got to come with the right attitude because they haven't been doing so over the last couple of games. If they approach this game like how they approached the Clippers game, like how they approached the Kings game, and how they approached that first Suns game, the Jazz will be fine. Like, the Jazz should come out with a win, or at the very least be very, very competitive. So we're going to have to see what happens. But nevertheless, looking forward to this game. Should be good. Should be really, really good. Looks like they're soon getting ready to start. Let me load up the regular score page as I normally do. And then we could kind of get started with everything. So I'm going to share this page instead. The game is just about to get ready to start, and then we'll go from there. But let's see. Wonder Wizard says, "Oh, nice to see Taylor Hendricks." Yep, nice to see Taylor Hendricks in the line, at least getting a star. I think that's something that's definitely needed. Kyle Filipowski definitely. I don't know what's been up with Kyle. At first, I thought it was a tactical reason why Kyle wasn't, like, getting his shots off, wasn't really shooting as much. Was getting a lot of rebounds, but definitely I think maybe they are looking for more of a defensive solidity, and maybe that's why Kyle's not in the starting 5. That would make sense. I truly do believe that. Do we have any information on Walker Kessler's injury? Yes, it looks like he had a shoulder injury that just says that he's out. The exact details about it, I did see it on X a little while ago, but I don't actually have it on me here right now. But yeah, he has like a shoulder injury. Um, didn't say in terms of when he'd be back, but I'm just hoping that it's not too long and it's just one of those situations whereby maybe he's out for a game or two and then he's back, because he's definitely something that's going to be needed. Probably one of also the other reasons why Filipowski isn't starting is because we're going to need a backup center. Nurkic, there's no way that Nurkic could play all the minutes of this game playing at the 5. So we're going to need Kyle Filipowski to play some time at the 5 when Kalkbrenner isn't on the court. So that's going to be something that's really going to be needed. So maybe that's the other reason why Kyle Filipowski isn't playing too. Yep, and that's kind of it in terms of that. But it looks like we've got a few points here so far for the Utah Jazz. Still 4-0 up for the Jazz. Colin Sexton takes a 3. Oh, and he drains a 3 as soon as I started talking. The young bull right there giving a little bit of vengeance to the Utah Jazz there. We got Keontae going up against the young bull, Colin Sexton. Ball now is with Yusuf Nurkic. He passes it to Svi Mihajlovic with a 3. No from Svi Mihajlovic. And Ryan Kalkbrenner, the rookie, just manages to go up there and gets the rebound on that one. And then on the opposite end, a drive by Kon Knueppel, but nothing from Kon Knueppel on that one. Keontae George there on the other end tries to drive, but he then gets knocked down by Ryan Kalkbrenner, a mixture of Kon Knueppel. Ryan Knueppel with a 3. Knueppel hits a 3. Jazz down by 2 at the moment. Good 3 by Kon Knueppel. A lot of people have been praising Kon Knueppel. I haven't watched any of the Charlotte Hornets games so far since the start of the season, so it's been really good to get a really good eye on them. They've got a lot of youngsters, and my channel is dedicated towards seeing the progression of the youngsters. Looks like that's Zion James there with a 3. Jazz down by 5 at the moment. I mean, the Jazz have had opportunities to score, but just, it's gone in and out. But Larry Marketing there hits a 3. So it's good that Larry, has shaved the deficit down to 2. Oh, and a foul by Yusuf Nurkic on the young bull, Colin Sexton. Trying to get round the screen, but just that big leg by Yusuf Nurkic. Just too much, and Colin Sexton getting fouled there. All right, inbound pass from Zion James to Ryan Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner, he's got Nurkic on him. To Knueppel. Knueppel there, back to Zion James. Zion James attempting to shoot a 3. No. Passes it to ball goes out. Good play by the Charlotte Hornets. That pass there from Colin Sexton, I believe it was going to go to Miles Bridges, but just didn't manage to connect properly. And Jazz have the ball. Can the Jazz get back into the lead? Maybe with a 3, or at the very least make it even. Then we got Keontae George there trying to pass it, but the ball goes out, and it looks like it goes off of the Hornets on that one. Svi Mihajlovic with a 3. No, Svi Mihajlovic. Oh, but it's a rebound by Taylor Hendricks, but it looks like gets fouled, and I think Taylor's going to go to the line. He's wincing a little bit. I think he gets fouled as he brings the ball down. Yeah, he gets fouled a little bit there by Kon Knueppel. No, he's not going to go to the line. It's going to be side out on that one. Yusuf Nurkic. Oh, great pass by Yusuf Nurkic to Keontae George. Giving him the 2. Where's the cheering on that one? I got to give it up for that. That's a good pass there by Yusuf Nurkic. For the first time, the website Google is behind the actual TV. Right now, it's 9-9 to the Jazz. A 3 by Jazz, but no. Rebound there by Cockbrenner. Sion James brings the ball up to Miles Bridges. Bridges has the ball. Is he going to pass it to the young bull? No, he drives to the basket. No. Outside to Sion James. And Sion James drills it. Great play by the Charlotte Hornets on this one. Keontae George there. Drives to the basket with a floater. He gets it. Nice one there by Keontae. Jazz are only down by 1 right now. All right, the young bull. He's going to drive to the basket. No. To the corner to Sion James. To Kon Knueppel on the perimeter. No. But Yusuf Nurkic gets the rebound. And Keontae George, he brings the ball up the court. Key. Is it going to be a major key? Yusuf Nurkic. Screen set by Nurkic. Keontae there. Keontae there with a midi. No, but doesn't manage to get it. Almost a steal there, but Hornets get the ball back. Young bull with a 3. He misses. Nurkic gets the rebound, though. Keontae George brings the ball up the court. Nice one for Key. To Lowry. Lowry drives. Lowry with a layup. Oh, that's a nice one for Lowry right there. That's a nice one for Lowry right there. And it's 13-12 to the Jazz. That was pretty good. Gets past Miles Bridges. You know Bridges is going to have a tough day today. He's going to have a tough day dealing with Lowry marketing. I will say that. And the game is on break at the moment. Now, I haven't looked at what the point situation is right now. So let's see. What do we got? Taylor Hendricks. I think only Lowry's got 9 points. I think Keontae George has got 4. Svi Mykhailiuk, he's taking a couple of shots right now, but he hasn't drilled any. Nurkic hasn't taken any shots, but he's got 4 rebounds and 1 assist. Nice one there for Nurkic. Like I said, Filipowski's on the bench. I guess Filipowski's going to be playing as a backup 5, and that's why he's not starting, which makes complete sense. Still got Ace Bailey there on the bench. I expect him to come back. He's probably going to come onto the floor after the break. And then for the Hornets, Kon Knueppel there with 3, but he's got an assist and a rebound. Miles Bridges there, he's got no points. Kalkbrenner there, he's got no points, but he's got a couple of rebounds. The young bull Colin Sexton there with 3 points and 1 assist. Sion James there with 6. He's got a couple of 3s on that one and a rebound. Then on the bench, they got Tijon Salon, Trey Mann, Musa Diabate, Liam McNeely. He was really good in our preseason. I watched him there. Definitely underrated. Shame he went that low in the draft, but he could definitely really show he's a player. Got KJ Simpson, Pat Connaughton, and Mason Plumlee there. And then for the overall stats, Jazz 4 out of 7 from their 3, 57%. No, sorry, Charlotte is 4 out of 7 from 3, and they're shooting 57%. The Jazz are at a measly 20% from 3. Definitely, it's something. We're not a 3-point shooting side. I definitely think that we got to work on the identity part of the Jazz, but yeah, our guys need to work on their 3-point shooting. I don't think we're a 3-point shooting side, but nevertheless, it is what it is. Okay, looks like the game is about to come back on. They're showing some visuals that are in terms of season per game leader scoring. Lowry is 4th on that, behind SGA, Giannis, and Tyrese Maxey, but just ahead of Austin Reeves. Lowry's having a great season so far. I could honestly say as a Utah Jazz fan, where would we be without Lowry marketing? We would be struggling without Lowry. Really, really struggling without Lowry. Kevin Love gets into the game. I think this is only his second amount of minutes that he's had, which is great to see. Ace Bailey is in the game, as I thought he would be. Kon Knueppel just get fouled as the game gets started. Looks like he's going to go to the line after they get the 2. I don't know who we got fouled by on that one. Was it Ace Bailey? Maybe it was Ace. Oh, was it Ace? It might have been Ace or Kevin Love. Maybe Ace. Maybe it was Kevin Love on that one. We also got Walter Clayton Jr. is on the court as well. All right. Walter Clayton's in the game for Keontae George, and he brings the ball up. Walter Clayton passes it to, I believe that is Bryce. Yep, Bryce Sensabaugh. Lowry gets the ball from Kevin Love and drains a three. Woof! That was nice. For a team right now is struggling to shoot a three. I give it up right there for Lowry Marketing. It's 16-15 to the Jazz. Miles Bridges driving to the basket. Doesn't manage to get anything. Good defending by Walt Clayton on that. You know, not making any easy baskets. That's what we want. Is that Bridges? No, that is someone else. Looks like Bridges got subbed out. No, I think that is Miles Bridges. What am I talking about? Looks very different. Looks way. No. Or maybe that's Trey Man. Nevertheless, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out who that is. All right, Jazz missed that one. That basket, they're trying to drive to the basket. Jazz just making it too easy, and Knueppel gets to the basket again for the two and gets fouled. Another foul there by Kevin Love on that one. All right, Knueppel takes a free throw. He shoots. He scores. Kon Knueppel. Wow. Actually, so far, he's playing pretty well. Walter Clayton Jr. brings the ball up past half court. Kevin Love passes the ball to Bryce, and Bryce with the layup. Nice. Nice. Bryce Sensabaugh gets fouled. He goes to the line. We need more from that from Bryce. We also need Bryce to shoot the three ball better. Since the season has started, he hasn't really done that well at shooting the three ball. Not like how he was at preseason. And I get it. Like, you know, teams in preseason were letting him shoot the three. But he's got to find a way to get a shot off while still maintaining being defensively solid. Bryce there misses his first free throw. Damn it. Come on, Bryce. Okay, we got some comments in the chat. Yeah, Kevin Love is in the game. K Love, I honestly believe this is only the second time he's been in the game, and the first time he's been in the game where he's had any significant amount of minutes. Like, he's hardly played at all. He's just been there on the sideline, sitting with Will Hardy, almost being like a mentor, or asking somebody for advice. Bridges with the ball. Bridges. Okay, so it was Bridges that took the free throw the last time. All right, Lowry with the ball. Passes it. Good. Kevin Love with a three. No. Kevin Love again to Bryce. No, Bryce there with a midi. Bryce there with a midi. Nice one, Bryce. About time, Bryce. Come on now, Bryce. This is a game that we're going to need you. We're going to need you to make it rain. I believe that is Trey Mann there, number 25, there for the Charlotte Hornets. Was that Trey Mann? No. Who's number 25? Sorry, KJ Simpson. KJ Simpson there. Number 25. I'll have to remember that one. All right. Jazz down by 3 at the moment, but they're playing pretty well. So Bryce Sensabaugh fouling on that one. And then we got a number 14. Who's this big tall guy? Oh, Moose. That was Moussa Diabate. Okay. Didn't even recognize him there. Hornets playing pretty well so far. Jazz, it just looks like there's something missing from the Jazz. I can't quite put my finger on it. Definitely more clinical in terms of scoring. They're missing that. All right, Bryce there to Markkanen. I think that was a bad pass by Bryce to Lowry. He probably should have tried to find somebody else, maybe even himself, try to drive to the basket on that one. Come on, Bryce, get up, Bryce. And then I think that's Miles Bridges with an open three. And now Jazz call a timeout. Jazz have got to wake up. They got to wake up. Wake up, Jazz. You know, I think the Charlotte Hornets have played pretty well, but they haven't played that well to the point where we should be down by 8. Like, no way. No way. Okay, I need to change my Camry battery. I didn't charge it the last time I was doing a stream, so I see it flashing red now. I do need to change that before it comes back on break. So give me literally 1 minute, and then we can continue with the chat. 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, here we go. All right, game's not quite back on just yet, but we have a little bit more to go through. We're a little bit more than halfway in. See, this is exactly what I mean. How have we have 4 minutes left. We gotta fix this. Okay. We got 4 minutes left in the first quarter, and we've already conceded 27 points. That's unacceptable. Like, that's not good. Like, we shouldn't be conceding that. Like, just looking at the point spread right now, it already tells me that thing that I was saying that, it doesn't look quite good, like, that's because we're not playing good defense. We're just not. It's just like, what are the stats saying? Like, what are we saying? Like, there hasn't even been that much turnovers. No, like, something isn't quite right here, and I just can't put my finger on it. But 27 points already with 4 minutes to go. Because the way how this game is going, like, the Hornets could score 37 in the first quarter. We can't be doing that. All right. Game started up again. Bryce has got the ball now. Bryce needs to drive. No, sets up Lowry. Lowry to the corner to K-Love to Walter Clayton. Walter Clayton back to K-Love. K-Love with a 3, and he gets fouled. And now Kevin Love is going to go to the line, and that was by KJ Simpson. KJ Simpson there with a foul on K-Love. And I know that Kevin Love should at least drain these free throws. Now they're showing a visual of Kevin Love's like just career. 2008, damn. 2016 NBA champion, 5-time All-Star. 2010, 2011 NBA rebound leader, most improved player in 2010. Not bad. All right, Jazz down by 7. Can we be down by 6 with this Kevin Love free throw? Yes, we are. Down by 3. I'll take that. Let me give a bit of cheering for that. We got someone else in chat. Oh, nice one. Shout out to my boy Apollo. Long-time Utah Jazz fan. No, I appreciate it, Apollo. Keep listening in, man. I think I think so far we've started okay, but we're missing something defensively. I don't like the fact that we have allowed Charlotte to score now 30 points. That was a three by Miles Bridges on that play already in the first quarter. You know, I like to keep it down to 35 as much as possible, at least down to 30 per quarter. But that's definitely not going to happen unless they just lock up shot. KJ Simpson with a three. It's a miss. Sensabaugh gets the rebound. Sensabaugh bringing the ball up the court now. Bryce using his muscle to get past KJ Simpson. He passes to Kevin Love. Screen set by Kevin Love, and I think that's a foul there. I think there's a foul by Kevin Love. I think it's a turnover by the Jazz. What we got here? They're showing the highlights. Oh, come on. That is nothing. So KJ Simpson gets caught between Bryce Sensabaugh and Kevin Love as he tries to go around the screen. And they call a foul for that. It's like, well, how is Bryce supposed to get the ball if he doesn't go around? Like, it's ridiculous. Nevertheless, Jazz turned the ball over, and it's now the ball is with the Charlotte Hornets. Liam McNeely, the rook, is out on the floor. Oh, Filipowski's out, and you know he's probably there for Yusuf Nurkic, would be my guess. Yeah, he's there for Yusuf Nurkic. That's what I figured. Ace Bailey's been on the floor for a little while, but we haven't heard anything from him. And then we got Will Hardy on the sideline, you know, looking and judging on the expression on his face, sounding very disappointed. Keontae George is back into the game, though. All right. We got a very offensive lineup right now. We got flippers in the game, aces in the game. Ace with a midi. No, doesn't manage to hit that one. I guess the thought on Will Hardy's face right now is, in terms of tactics, when you look at the plays that he's put, another three by Charlotte. Oh, wow. I think that's Trey Mann there. Yes, it is. Trey Mann, number 23 for the Hornets, draining a three. Like, it's too many threes. Too many threes right now. All right, Filipowski there with a hook. Oh, Filipowski with a nice hook. Who does he think he is? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That hook was almost at the free throw line. Nice one there with Flip. Another three by Trey Mann. He misses. And it's Filipowski with the rebound. Can the Jazz shave off this deficit? At least get it back down to 10. And we got Walter Clayton on the court. Make it happen, guys. Make it happen. Shot clock. Oh, nice setup there by Filipowski to Walter Clayton. We got a minute and a half left, people. All right, we got Apollo in the chat says we have a rim protector there in Walker, Texas Ranger, but we're horrible at defending on the arc and allowing far too many good looks on three. Yeah. So any team that's even like remotely just an above average 3-point shooting team, we just make it easy for them. And right now, Charlotte, the threes that they're taking, most of them have been threes that they just get good. They just get easy looks on. So it's you're just making it too easy for them right now. And right now, Hornets were at the line. They just hit their first free throw. They're up by 11. It's for me, it's just too many points. Like, we have to be better defensively. Have to be better defensively, man. Trey Mann with his second free throw, and he nails it. Hornets are up by 12 right now. Really coming out on the blocks in that one. Keontae George there brings the ball up the court. He's got the young bull that's on him, though. Colin Sexton. Ace Bailey with an open three. He doesn't get it, though. All right, Kon Knueppel there. Passing the ball to Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton there. Passing it to, looks like that's Trey Mann. Back out to Colin Sexton, who's on the perimeter now. He gets an easy three, and he misses. And it looks like it's still the Hornets' ball. Looks like the ball comes off of Utah on that one. All right, we got Trey Mann with the ball now. Keontae George is on him. We got 42 seconds to go in the game or in this first quarter. Trey Mann there to Colin Sexton, and he gets a layup. Colin Sexton starting the game off pretty well. All right, you got Keontae George with the ball now. Keontae George goes around Sexton. Floater, doesn't manage to get it. Ends up being a rebound. Jazz just not doing that well offensively right now. Yes, they got 25, but there's been a lot more shots that I just feel like just watching the game that they could have done so much better on. Like and then defensively, they just have to sort themselves out defensively. They've almost conceded 40 points in the first quarter. Keontae George with a steal. Keontae George with a three before the buzzer. No, he doesn't manage to get it. But too much. Too much. Jazz down by 14. Way too much. That is a tough quarter right now. What are we saying in terms of stats? I got to refresh this page. I got to see why things are the way how they are. Oh, that's easy. It's clear what it is. Charlotte Hornets have taken 13 threes and they've made 7 of them. The Jazz have taken 12 and they've got 2 of them. That's the problem right then and there. Not being efficient enough with the threes. Oh, and they've gone to the free throw line, which shows that they are getting to the rim. That's too much times. Jazz are going to do better at getting to the rim. Field goals, just again, not offensively, they're not efficient enough, and I don't think that they're doing a good job defensively in terms of defending the perimeter. That's what these tell me. Okay. See, we got somebody. Hey, Mystique Chepe. How's it going? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday so far. Hoping that at least the Jazz could get a win on this one. Started out a bit rough, not gonna lie. We gotta be definitely better, at least more efficient offensively. Of course, we gotta work on the defensive part. I think that would help obviously stop them from scoring, even if we still were scoring at the same clip. If we could stop them from scoring, that would naturally help. But it is what it is. We have time though. We got some time. And I don't think that they are as good as the Phoenix Suns from what I've seen. So I definitely think that even with Walker Kessler being out, we have enough to be able to come back in this game and win this. Being down by 14, I don't think that we could be up by half time, but I think that we could reduce that lead and get down to be within 5. That would be great by the time we get by the end of the second quarter. But we got to see what we can do. So the game is still on commercial right now. It looks like they're kind of coming back. They got some commercials going for Dr. Pepper. Tijon Salon looks like he's on there for the Charlotte Hornets. Ace Bailey still on the floor. All right, game starting now. We got Sion James with the ball. He's got Ace Bailey that's on him now. It looks like Ace Bailey's playing the 2, and his assignment is Sion. All right. Colin Sexton there, trying to drive to the basket. Great defense there by Ace Bailey on that one, forcing Colin Sexton to get rid of the ball. That's we need more of that. Forcing our opponents to make mistakes and lose the ball. All right, Nurkic is back on the court. Cut by... Oh, it's a block. Ace Bailey tries to go up to get an easy layup on that one, but it looks like it was Kalkbrenner that got the block on that one. Ace Bailey really had 3 guys around him. You know, the only criticisms I would say about that shot is definitely shot selection. You got 3 guys. Literally, you are in the middle, and around you is three guys that are almost as long as you, and 1 player in there that is even longer than you. Maybe he should have passed it out to the wing on that one. But that's one of those ones where you gotta have to live and learn. But it's still Charlotte Hornets ball, and it looks like it was a foul. I think it was by Nurkic, because Colin Sexton ends up shooting a free throw. Or maybe that was Ace Bailey. Can't tell from this angle. All right, Jazz down by 15. What can we do to get back in this game? All right, Kon Knueppel with a 3. Oh, my. Oh, that was a tough one to take. Jazz down by 18 right now. Jazz have got to do something. Keontae George with a 3. No. Guys, you're going to have to drive to the basket. Like, I get it. We're down, but there's no rush in this. Chip away. Sion James looks like he's going to drive to the basket. Another open 3 by Kon Knueppel. Oh, and he drains it again. Oh, my God. No. What the Jazz are just they are panicking at the moment. That's what this looks like. Jazz are panicking too much. We need to drive to the basket, get fouls, go to the line. We need to force them to make mistakes. That is the only way that we're going to get back in this game right now. We have to force them to make mistakes. Game is on break though right now. Let me take a look at the scores, at least like player scores. So we got Lowry's on 12 points. Like, you know, I think that's what we all expect. Taylor Hendricks there, he's got 5 minutes played, 2 rebounds, no points. See, I keep saying this about Taylor Hendricks, man. Like, I get it defensively, like he's pretty good, but 5 minutes, no points. Like, I want more. I mean, even Kyle Filipowski, he's got 4 minutes. He's got 2 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound. Keontae George, he's got 10 minutes. He's got 4 points, 3 assists. Pretty good. Nurkic there, 8 minutes. Like, you got to see more from Nurkic. He's good on the rebound side, and he's got an assist. And then Ace Bailey there, 8 minutes, no points, no assists, no rebounds. That's not good. That is really, really, really not good. Maybe we should take out Ace. I know everybody wants to see Ace, and I've spent the whole part of this morning, this afternoon, just on X, just looking and seeing what people are saying about the Utah Jazz, complaining about Will Hardy and how he handled the last game at the very least in the press conference. And I just want to say I completely agree with the way how he handled things. Like, when you see things that are really bad, you do need to call out on it. But right now, I just see the same situation whereby the Jazz are not. We're just not doing well offensively. Like, 8 minutes, Ace Bailey, and no points. Like, either we got to find a way to set plays for Ace. Like, we got to get him like scoring. Like, we need him to score. Like, he's pretty good on the defensive side, but we need him to score. And then with the Hornets, Kon Knueppel, in 8 minutes, he's got 15 points. Miles Bridges there, he's got 12 points in 11 minutes. And then Sexton there, he's got 6 points in his 10 minutes. But it's at the 3 and the 4 position where we're getting crushed right now. And a little bit at the, where we're getting crushed right now is definitely the 3 and the 4. That's where most of the offenses come from. That's where we probably need some defense. Okay. Game has started again. Keontae George there loses the ball. I think that pass came off Kalkbrenner. Sion James with an open 3. That's not good enough from the Jazz. Lowry there gets the rebound, though. Jazz get enough opportunity. Another bite at the cherry. Lowry there drives to the basket, and he gets a nice, easy layup. Well done for Lowry on that. That definitely deserves some cheering. So I got to give him some cheering for that one. All right, looks like Keontae George there draws the foul. I think it's going to be Jazz ball right now. They're showing highlights from the Lowry Markkanen layup. All right, Lowry's got the ball again. Please don't shoot a 3, Nurkic. Oh. All right. Nurkic misses the three. It's fine. It's fine. No need to panic just yet. All right. Kon Knueppel has the ball now. He drives all the way on the other side. And then we've got ball comes out. It's going to be Jazz ball. Oh, it's not Jazz ball. Looks like the ball came off the Jazz. I can't tell who that was. Who is that Charlotte Hornets player? So it looks like it was a miss there by the Charlotte Hornets. It's going to be Jazz ball again. Taylor Hendricks is back on the court as well. All right, it's going to be side out by Taylor Hendricks. Keontae George has the ball now. All right, Keontae George. And looks like it's a foul. I can't tell who was on that moment. Now we got Pat Connaughton is on the floor. That's who that was I was talking about on the last play. All right, Keontae George is going to be side out. Jazz ball. Keontae George, Taylor Hendricks. Jazz lose the ball, but Nurkic gets the roll and goes for a layup, but misses. Unfortunate for that one. Hornets get the easy bucket and another bucket by Kon Knueppel. Jazz are making it too easy for Kon Knueppel on that one. Taylor Hendricks there on the other side passes to Svi Mykhailiuk. Svi Mykhailiuk there with a three, and he doesn't get anything. The Jazz have been awful at threes. Guys, can we drive to the basket and go for layups and get fouled so we can get the 3 points there? The Jazz are not shooting the three ball pretty well. And if I was to refresh this page, the Jazz are 2 of 15 from three. Pat Connaughton there with another bucket. Jazz with another three, another miss. Taylor Hendricks gets the rebound though. Yusuf Nurkic there sets it up. No, passes it now to Lowry. Lowry there to the basket to Nurkic. Nurkic there tries to go for the layup, but ends up with a miss. But he gets fouled though, so he's going to get sent to the line. That foul is on Kalkbrenner. The Jazz relying way too much on the three ball right now. Like, we are not a 3-point shooting side, and I know that's part of the game, but I would rather try to go in for a drive to the basket for a 2, get fouled, and get a 3-point conversion. All right, Nurkic misses with the first free throw. That is not what we wanted. Not what we wanted at all. Nurkic misses his three. Sorry, misses the first free throw. And now he's about to take his second one. Nurkic shoots, and he scores. Nice one for Nurkic. Jazz 28, Hornets 51. We got Trey Mann now on the court. Pat Connaughton there with the ball to Knueppel. Knueppel to the corner to Zion James. Zion James misses, though. Nurkic wasn't able to get the ball at that point, but now he does get it. Keontae George, they're driving to the basket. Key there gets the layup on that one. Forcing it, which is exactly what we wanted. Key to get the bucket. Jazz got 30. Now Keontae George is going to go to the line, and he's only missed 2 free throws from the start of the season. So I do think that Keontae George will make this free throw, and at least the Jazz will wind up with a 3-point conversion, which is exactly what we should be doing. That's how we're going to get back in this game. Oh, Keontae George, and as I say, and he misses the free throw. Oh, man. All right. Got Zion James with the ball. Zion James tries to drive that big body of his. No, he doesn't manage to get it. Oh, no, he does manage to get it. All right, Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks there, passes to Nurkic. To Lowry. Lowry with an easy 2. No. All right, Knueppel's got the ball now. Knueppel drives to the basket. No. Looks for the pass now to Pat Connaughton. Connaughton to Simpson. KJ Simpson to the corner. Zion James with another open 3. The Jazz are not learning. We're not learning. Hornets 56-30. Keontae George right now to Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks driving to the basket, and he gets the easy layup. We need more of that from Taylor Hendricks. Jazz are down by 24 right now. KJ Simpson trying to drive to the basket. Looks like he gets fouled. Is that on Nurkic? All right, Simpson to the line, shoots. He makes his first free throw. Hornets up 57-32 right now. We got Kyle Anderson is on the floor right now too. Definitely, we need to sort things out. Kyle Anderson and Zion James and Kon Knueppel getting a round of applause, and Ryan Kalkbrenner, and they probably deserve it because they have played really good. Zion James just knocking down those open threes, and Kon Knueppel also hitting the threes, but also driving to the basket, being a good creative outlet for the Charlotte Hornets. But can the Jazz use this time to try to get down deficit with two of their best players not being on the court? Taylor Hendricks now has the ball. Taylor Hendricks back to Keontae George. Hope Keontae George tries to drive. Keontae George there. You got Musa Diabate now on Lowry. It's another miss by 3. Jazz there have not been shooting well by 3. KJ Simpson with a 3 now. They miss. And rebound there by Keontae George. Keontae George now has the ball. He shoots a 3. No, he doesn't manage to get it. I've got to say this. We have to stop shooting threes right now. We have to stop shooting threes. We've shot 18 threes, and we've only made 2 of them. 18 threes. All right, we got Trey Mann with the midi, and he hits it. Jazz are down now by 28. Lowry with a layup, but misses. Looks like he got fouled on that one. Looks like he's going to go to the line. Oh, no, he's not going to go to the line. I think it's still going to be Hornets ball. Oh, it's a goaltend call on Musa Diabate. All right. Diabate on the ball now. He's got Lowry that's on him. Pat Connaughton, he's still got Lowry that's on him. All right, then we've got an open 3. Oh, looks like it's a foul. Is that by Nurkic or Kyle Anderson? No, sorry, not Nurkic. Kyle Anderson. They got the camera pan on the sideline to Will Hardy. Will Hardy looks so frustrated. It's not even angry. It's more like it's that. Oh, great rebound there by the Jazz. By Svi Mihailuk. Taylor Hendricks needs to drive to the basket. Taylor doesn't manage to get the layup on that one. Then we got KJ Simpson there with the ball now. Miles Bridges has the ball now. Pat Connaughton. Great defense there by Keontae George. KJ Simpson does get back. Miles Bridges with a 3. He misses. Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's there with the ball now. Tries to set up. To Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks now to Keontae George. George now trying to see what he can do. Goes round to Lowry and Lowry manages to get the tip in off of his own miss. So it looks like Jazz are up. It's Jazz 36, Hornets 60. This is way, way too much. Way, way too much. This is a bad game, people. Really bad game. When you even if you just look at it, you don't need to be a basketball expert or an analytics expert to be able to see this. Charlotte Hornets damn near scored 40 in the first quarter, 39 to be exact. Jazz scored 25. And now the Hornets then have already scored 20 in the second quarter, whilst the Jazz have scored 11. The Jazz are down by 24. And when you start looking at the breakdown of how things are going, you look at field goals, they're similar, but the biggest difference is with threes. They've just been way more clinical with threes, and we haven't. We are 11% at taking threes right now. We are not a natural three-point shooting side. And I get it that that's part of the game, but we need to drive to the basket and get our buckets that way, because the three ball ain't working for us today. We're 4 out of 7 from free throws. They've had more free throws than us. That's just not good. And we're 57% at free throws. Total rebounding, 17 for the Jazz, 22 for the Hornets. Defensive rebounds. Hornets have 21 defensive rebounds. See, that's where we have to put pressure on them to turn those defensive rebounds that they're getting into other second chance opportunities. The Jazz are actually doing pretty well on that, at least compared to them, but maybe we could do more. Both sides have 12 assists each. Blocks, 3. They got 3. We got 1. That I expect because Walker Kessler isn't there. And our turnovers are low as well. They got 6 turnovers. We got 3. But we're wasting too many chances at shooting the 3 ball. That's the real difference. We have more points in the paint. We need to get a lot more points in the paint. We just need more right now. Just need more. Like at some point, something needs to trigger and shift to where we can really reduce the deficit. At the end of the first quarter, I said we were down by 14. And now we're down by 24 with 4 minutes to go. Cody's in the game. Oh, great one. Jazz get the ball back on that play. Cody Williams. Looks like Hornets lost the ball. Cody picks it up. Maybe the Jazz could capitalize on it. No, not on that one, but good attempt by Walter Clayton Jr. on that one. KJ Simpson with the ball. We got to do better with perimeter shooting. Come on, guys. KJ Simpson there. Oh, nice one to Walter Clayton Jr. Almost getting the steal on that one. Predicting that they were going to once again try for the 3. Jazz getting a rebound on that one, forcing the turnovers. That's what I want to see. Jazz are going to turn this possession. Kyle Anderson there, losing the ball. Looks like it's a foul. Got to be on the Hornets, on Diabate, on Kyle Anderson. They got the camera panned to the bench right now to LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. Thank God those two aren't playing, because I have to say I'm a little bit of a fan of Brandon Miller. I thought that, he would have been a player you would just love for the Utah Jazz to draft. They talk about Ace Bailey being KD. That's another guy who's like a baby KD. And LaMelo Ball, we all know what he can do. All right, Svi Mykhailiuk with a 3. Svi Mykhailiuk finally shooting a 3. There we go. Jazz finally drilling a 3. That's been the first 3 for a long time. Jazz are now down by 21. That's what a 3-pointer does for you. Good for Svi Mykhailiuk for getting that 3. All right, we got some free throws taken by Charlotte now. I believe that is Miles Bridges shooting is just about to shoot his second of his free throws. He shoots and he scores. All right, Jazz ball. Walter Clayton Jr. brings the ball up the court, passes it to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson with the ball now. Screen set by Kyle Anderson. Walter Clayton has the ball now. All right, Taylor Hendricks. Taylor's got to drive to the basket. There's Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo. Oh, and he gets fouled. Oh, it's an offensive foul on Kyle Anderson. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. They call Kyle Anderson on an offensive foul. That is very strange. All right, Taylor Hendricks passes the ball to Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson. I think it's going to Hornets ball. Definitely looking at the interaction between Will Hardy and the rest of the players right now. He's disappointed. We got 2.5 minutes left. Okay, I see the foul. I think they're reviewing the play. Yeah, they're reviewing the play right now. It looks like there was some contact, but didn't look like there was a lot of contact. And Kyle Anderson was out of the. They're probably gonna make it to the Hornets ball. That'd probably be my guess. I think they're trying to say that half of his body was. I don't think it's foul. We're still waiting on the decision right now. They are really going into details. This is like VAR, but for football, as in soccer football. So all my North Americans out there. Come on, please call this and make it Jazz ball. We just need to get back in this game. If we could go a 10-0 run until the end of the quarter, like that would be great. And we get these free throws, then like we'll be back into this. Because then we would make the two, then I'd put us to 51 to 62. Then we'd only be down by 11. Then you know what? I don't mind that. That puts us in a good position. They still got it under review. Still going on with it. Come on, just throw us a bone. Let us keep the ball. Whoop. Okay, that was not my intention. There we go. Still reviewing this play. Wow, this is a really long one. This is the longest one that I've seen in a long time. Okay, here we go. Oh, challenge is successful. Yes. Yes. There we go. Oh, that one definitely deserves some cheering for that one. Yeah, we definitely need some good luck. Good on the referees on that one. I love the NBA referees. You know what? They make great decisions, especially with that one. Oh no. No, no, no. Oh, that was the Hornets that called that one. No. No. Okay. That is not good. All right. So Jazz got the ball now. Keontae George, he brings the ball up the court. Kyle Anderson passes to Keontae. Keontae trying to set up Walter Clayton Jr. Guys, you're going to have to drive to the basket. Walter Clayton loses the ball. Keontae George there passes it to Lowry. Lowry there with a midi, and he drains it. The young bull loses the ball, and it's going to be Jazz ball. Keontae George with 5 assists now in the first half. Okay, Keontae George now has the ball. He brings it up the court. The young bull is on him, Colin Sexton. Good to see him doing pretty well. All right, Lowry. Come on, Cody. Actually, some good defense there by Kon Knueppel on Cody, but he loses the ball. Looks like it's going to be side out to the Hornets. Keontae George, you can see the frustration on his face. Guys, you got to mentally stay in it. You can do this. All right. We got the young bull, Colin Sexton, now with the ball. Walter Clayton is on him. He goes around the screen. Diabate now with the ball. Diabate there gets an easy layup just over Larry Marketing on that one. We got a minute left in the second quarter. Keontae George there goes around. Keontae George there with a layup. Putting the Jazz 43. Charlotte Hornets 66. Jazz are down by 23. The game ain't over until it's over, people. All right, we got, looks like it's Trey Mann with the ball now. He's got Walter Clayton Jr. that's on him. Ball goes round. And too easy for the Charlotte Hornets. They missed the first layup. Oh, guys, what are you doing? Really sloppy there by the Utah Jazz. Cody Williams there just passing it in the danger zone. Just like, for crying out loud, just bring the ball up. Like, it's fine. Like, just, it's okay, Cody. Just bring the ball up. Like, you know, like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you didn't have to give it right back to Keontae George there. They're just not thinking. They're making too many rookie and easy mistakes. All right. Keontae George takes his first free throw after getting fouled on that play. Drains it. Nice one, Key. Jazz down by 24 right now. Jazz go. They go about. And they shoot. The second one, Keontae George nails it. Nice one, Key. We definitely needed that one. All right. Not Keontae George. The young bull, Colin Sexton with the ball now. He's got Keontae George that's on him. He's trying to set things up. He goes round the screen, drives to the basket. Colin Sexton misses, but Diabate gets it. They get another second chance opportunity. Trey Mann with a 3. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we doing? Trey Mann with an easy 3. Trey Mann with an easy 3. Walter Clayton has the ball now. We got 5 seconds to go. Lowry there with a 3. Lowry there drills a 3. And we got 0.9 to go. That is a bad. That's a bad first quarter, people. Like there's no way to shirk or get around that. That's a bad quarter. I'm actually quite disappointed in what I've seen so far. Will Hardy, you're gonna have to do something. Like I think the Hornets have a good team, but like they're not this much better than us. Like stop, tell them to stop shooting threes. Like we're not good at them. 4 out of 20, like wow. Like if we just been like if we'd been like let's say 50%, so let's give us 6 more threes. That's 18 more points, and that would have given us what 60, 66. Like that would have made this better. Like that's where we've gone wrong. We've just been really poor at shooting the three. And I can't even say we've had like a lot of contested threes. We've had a lot of open threes, and the Jazz have just not been. They've just not put their shots away. 20% from the 3-point line. That is bad. We need tactical changes right now, and this is where Will Hardy has to come into place. This is where him and his team have to be like, okay, we need to pivot because I don't know how you get around this. I don't know how you get around this. We also aren't taking as many free throws, which tells me we're not getting to the line. Offensive rebound, we're actually pretty good. We're a little bit better than them. Defensive rebound, not that great. Assists is around the same as theirs. They're one better though. Blocks is around the same. They're one better. Steals, they're one better. We've had less turnovers from them. So we've solved the turnover issue from the last game because of the last game. Turnovers were bad. We had 26 turnovers, I think, by the end of the game. Like we were bad on the turnovers. We now have 5 turnovers compared to them who have 7. This comes down to tactics, people. Really comes down to tactics. Poor at shooting the three, and that's what's let us down. But I've always been of the mindset that if you drive to the basket, all you really need to do is shoot your free throws really well, and you should be fine. But this poor free throw percentage actually is not great. But we have to do better. We need to drive to the basket and get some free throws. But because we're down by so much, we have to play better defense. I don't think there's much we could say about the Jazz in terms of what they're doing individually. Lowry is being Lowry. He's putting on a Lowry marketing type of game, 23 points in 18 minutes. Keontae George there is also having a pretty good game there as well. He's got 10 points in his 18 minutes, but he's got 5 assists. And then everybody else is in single digits, which is poor. I mean, in comparison to the Charlotte Hornets, they've got 4 guys with double-digit points. One of those guys is off the bench and Trey Mann. And Kon Knueppel and Bridges, like they're kind of in and out. The Jazz have been so bad that they've been, the Hornets have been playing even some of their other guys there that don't get that many minutes. Now, let's look at the ESPN, at least in details on how things are going. I'm pretty sure we're probably going to see more of the same. I just want to kind of get an idea on what is going on in regards to the details on what's going on with the Jazz. So in terms of the misses from threes, we could rule out Lowry. Lowry, he's pretty good. He's at 42% from his three. He's way better than the average of the team right now. The problems are Taylor Hendricks, he's only taken 1 3. Yusuf Nurkic, he's taken 2, but he's missed both of his. Svi Mihailuk, he's 1 out of 4, but he's still better than the average. Ace Bailey's taken 1, Walter Clayton's taken 1, but they've both missed. Yeah, Ace Bailey just hasn't had a good game. Minus 22 plus minus. But he's had no points in his 8 minutes that he started. What's going on? Bryce Sensabaugh hasn't even taken a 3. Okay, you know what? Bryce needs to come back in this game. Like, I get it. Defensively, Bryce is there, but he's only got a minus 10 on his plus minus. And his turnovers, he hasn't had any turnovers. I mean, he's only played 4 minutes. We got to play Bryce. We got to play Bryce. We need to find a way to get Bryce the ball where he gets open threes, to give Bryce a nice, good run in where he could maybe drain 3 or 4 threes. That's how we get back in this game. What else is going on? All right, Svi shouldn't be taking threes. Even though I know he's made the 1, but 1 out of 4 ain't good enough. Nurkic has taken 2, and it's hell none. Taylor Hendricks has taken 1. Yeah, Bryce Sensabaugh is our best 3-point shooter. He shouldn't be on the bench. He's got to come back and play. He has to come back and play. Yeah. Kevin Love shot a 3, but he missed his. But again, like, he hasn't played that many minutes. Like, I can't really judge like Kevin Love. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I call for Bryce. I think we need Bryce right now. Is it because the Hornets defense might be? What's going on with the Hornets defense? Like, what are we seeing now? Defensive rebounds, 22 defensive rebounds compared to the Jazz's 14. Okay. What about they got 3 steals, with the Jazz got 2? I think it was. Yeah, 2 steals. Yeah. We need to put our best 3-point shooters on the court right now, and Bryce has to play. We have to play Bryce. Like, that's the only way we come back in this game. Like, this is where Will Hardy, we got to see a little bit more from Will Hardy in terms of the tactical side, and we need to make a few tactical changes. I get it. We don't have the perfect answer to fixing this because we don't have a lot of natural 3-point shooters, but there are things that we can do. Also, we need Elijah Harkless right now to come in and play some defense. And we need Elijah Harkless to really be on. He probably needs to be on Kon Knueppel, on Zion James. Yeah, we're going to need Elijah Harkless at some point in this game to come and deal with either Kon Knueppel, Zion James. Yeah, Zion James or Kon Knueppel, he's going to come off and have to defend against, to be like, that is your assignment. I like Cody, but Cody's not a defensive specialist. Cody's just like really long and has long arms and big hands, and you would think that he could do that, but I need someone that I know is a good defender, and that is Elijah Harkless. I'm going to need him to come on. But that's it from halftime. I got a few things I need to sort out, but I will be right back before the game starts, and then we can start. Yeah, we can start. No, it's not sharing time. No, it isn't. It's definitely not sharing time. And I can start doing some things. So I'll be right back before the game starts, and then we'll get into the third and fourth quarters. Okay, and we are back. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's better. And we are back for the game. Game just started a little while ago. Apologies for the lateness. I am in the middle of cooking dinner, and I have got a pot of rice, or attempting to cook a pot of rice as we go. Looks like Hornets ball. Miles Bridges with a free throw. He drills it. Hornets up 74-48 right now. I'm going to share this page instead. I think this one works a bit better. And he draws a second one. Hornets got 75 right now. Just way too much. Way too much points. All right, Nurkic with the ball. Pass it to Keontae George with a three. In and out for the Jazz right now. We got... You think the Jazz can come back in this game? Depends what they do in the third quarter. That's really what it is. Like right now, they are down by what, 27? Yeah, they're down by 27. They got 11 minutes to go. The only person I think that could come up off the bench and change this game is Bryce Sensabaugh. That's like he's the one guy. Either that or they just play complete like lockdown defense and just stop the Hornets from scoring while it's going there and just getting constant driving to the baskets, maybe a few mid-range jumpers. But it's just way too many threes. Like it's way too many threes, especially when you're not good at shooting threes. That's the way I see it. But let's see what's going to happen. Looks like the game is on another break. I just need to go and check on this pot of rice. Give me 1 sec. All right. Game is still on break, but let's take a look. There's still no change in terms of points wise and how things look. But yes, I do think the Jazz could come back. But they got to make the changes in this quarter. Because I think that even if them being down, 27? Like if they could cut that lead down to like 13 by the end of the third, then it can be done. It can be done for sure. Like there's no way that the game is like that much over. But they're making it difficult for themselves. But the one thing that definitely has to change is this. This 4 out of 21, that's just not good enough. Not good enough, like at all. They just been really poor at shooting the three today. But I also think that they need to get the ball in the hands of people that can shoot the three. I think that's the most important part. And that's where it has to be like, that's where I want to see Bryce. That's where I want to see Bryce for sure. So it looks like they're coming back to the game. And now they're out here just showing the mammoth. Some of the Utah hockey team with like Utah jerseys, not necessarily like Utah Jazz, but definitely just Utah jerseys. I mean, I like the jersey look all right. Like I've seen them online. There was another one. There was a black one, another black set with like really nice colors. That was a Utah. That was a Utah one that looks really good. I might actually pick that up. But I can get why people in Utah are a bit frustrated because I know people in Utah are thinking this is Utah, this is Jazz country. Let's make it Utah Jazz specific. But it's okay. So Lowry's going to go to the line after getting fouled on that floater that he tried to put. Hopefully he gets these 2 free throws. All right. Lowry drills it. Nice one. He drills the first one. Can he make the second? Because if he does make the second, I will give a little bit of cheering for that. Lowry with the second, drills it. There we go. Okay. Give a second for that. I will take that. Jazz finally hit the 50-point mark. I still think that's a bit low. At this moment in a game, the Jazz should probably have anywhere from 60 to 65, which is why I know that the issues with this game is a combination of not being defensively good enough, but whilst also not being good enough offensively as well. Oh, and it looks like Lowry's going to have to take it again because of Ryan Kalkbrenner and Nurkic, but he still drains it, so I'm going to give him a little bit of cheering for that one. Nice one there, Lowry. Hitting it on pressure. All right, Bridges has the ball, passes it to the young bull, Colin Sexton, former Jazz player. What can Colin do? Passes to Knueppel, back to Colin. Colin Sexton with a floater, gets it over Nurkic. Keontae George there now with the ball. Keontae George, how will you impact the game, Keontae? Is it going to be a major key alert with a 3? Keontae George there with a floater. No, tries to set up Nurkic there, but ball gets blocked by Kalkbrenner. Kon Knueppel there. And then we got Miles Bridges there with an open 3. It's a miss. And Nurkic gets the ball, and the Jazz get another bite at the cherry. They have to turn this into an advantage. Nurkic there with a layup. Oh, Nurkic there with a nice spin. Oh, I like that Nurkic. Nice one to Nurkic for that one. All right, Bridges at the ball. He passes it to the young bull, Colin Sexton. Sexton there, I believe. Oh, that is a foul. That's a foul on Zion James. What was that, Taylor Hendricks? Or was that Markkanen? Taylor Hendricks there. A little bit of a shove. That big body just too much for Zion James to deal with. All right, we got the young bull. Drives to the basket. We're making it too easy for him. Yes. And it's a miss by the young bull. Jazz right there, driving to the basket. Great. No. Ball goes out. It looks like it's going to be Jazz ball again. Ball's. Oh, no. It doesn't look. Don't think it's a Jazz ball. The Jazz trying to get one there on a quick breakaway. Good attempt there by Keontae George on that one. But it's Hornets ball. All right. Colin Sexton there, young bull. Sets it up for Knueppel. Knueppel there with an too easy midi there for Knueppel. Gets it there almost literally under the basket on that one. Yusuf Nurkic. There's a foul on Keontae George. Looks like it's a Zion James. Sion James. Sorry, I thought it was Sion. Shows my my British English too much for the Americans. Sion James. No, it's Zion. It's like Zion, but S. Zion James. Like, get it right. And we got Taylor Hendricks with a three. There you go. Taylor Hendricks. We definitely need more people that can shoot threes. And it's a foul on the young bull, Colin Sexton, and Nurkic just tumbles over him like Humpty Dumpty. And Humpty Dumpty there looks like it's going to be some free throws for Colin Sexton. No, it isn't. It's going to be side out. And it's going to be Hornets ball. All right. Miles Bridges there to Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner. Good defense there. Knueppel. Bridges there. Too much. Bridges there with a floater. He gets the floater, though. But a good attempted defense there by the Jazz. Jazz bringing up the ball. No, that does not deserve any clapping. Jazz there bringing up the ball nicely. Lowry there with a layup, but gets the miss. Good defense there by Ryan Kalkbrenner for the Hornets. All right, we got Sexton there. Passes it to Bridges. Svi on him, though. Svi on Miles Bridges. Bridges there to the corner to Knueppel. Knueppel with a miss. Rebound by Markkanen. Lowry there. Lowry Markkanen passes it to Keontae George. Does George foul Zion James on that one? When will the Utah Jazz bring Bryce Sensabaugh in this game? Because we need Bryce to start shooting some threes. Will Hardy does not look. He definitely looks. Taylor Hendricks there getting an easy layup from the side out on that one. Nice one there. Jazz 57, Hornets 83. Corner there to Miles Bridges. Two players going out. Well, again, we've allowed Kon Knueppel there with an open three. We cannot let them with an open three. Again, guys, come on. We have to do better on the perimeter. Shouldn't have two guys there going to stop them. They're not that big. Sexton, the young bull, setting up Moussa Diabate. The young kid, young Frenchman. And he gets an easy layup. Jazz down 28. Hendricks there with a three. He drains a three. Nice one there by Hendricks. Jazz are down by 25 right now. That's what I like to see. If they can get a stop and score, they can start making, again, an open three there. Jazz doing really badly defensively. Lowry has to get closer to Bridges on that one. You cannot let the Charlotte Hornets get easy threes like that. Just completing other open threes. Keontae George doing well to drive to the basket on that play. But the Jazz are just not playing just good defense at all. They're just allowing too many open threes. I don't know if it's tired legs or like what is it, but Knueppel there passing it to Trey Mann, who's on the court, to the young bull. Lots of switching going on. Again, more open threes. Kevin Love there not guarding Trey Mann properly, not getting a hand in his face, just letting him just open threes. Lowry with a three. Lowry with a miss. Kevin Love there gets the rebound. Keontae George with a three. Keontae George drains a three. Jazz down by 26. And the young bull goes in for a layup, and the Jazz just let him get his own rebound. It's just like, guys, where's the hunger? Jazz do get a dunk on that one by Lowry, but is it too little too late? And Colin Sexton there, again, driving to the basket just with every single effort like that the Jazz seem to make. The Hornets just on the other end, are just like, oh, really? Take this. You got K Love with the ball, setting it up for oh my God. Taylor Hendricks there missing the layup point blank. He gets his own rebound and gets fouled. It looks like he's going to get sent to the line, but should have gotten in the rebound to begin with. I mean, that's like, there's no way you can't be missing layups like that. Come on, guys. All right, so it looks like they're looking at him for a potential flagrant foul. It looks like on Miles Bridges. I don't feel like that's the case. I like, this is just like Taylor Hendricks should have put that layup away long before any type of foul should have happened. Like, it's Will Hardy is very annoyed right now, and they just went on break. But before he was doing that, camera was panned on Will Hardy talking to Keontae George, and you could just tell the look on Keontae George's face was a little bit more frustration. Like, what? You know, so definitely not sure what to do with the Jazz in this play. The rookies, in terms of Walter Clayton Jr. and Ace Bailey, just like, they're definitely not ready for the pace of this. They're not ready to play defense at an NBA level. To be really honest, like, they probably even need time in the G League, in my opinion, to kind of get used to everything. But they're getting trial by baptism playing in the NBA right now. Looking at what the situation is, let me refresh the page. So the Jazz 3-point percentage has gone up. They are now 7 out of 25, and they're 28% from 3. Still, it's not good enough in comparison to the Hornets' is 45% from 3. I mean, really and truly, it would take about, the Jazz would have to score another like 7 threes in a row. They would have to go on a serious run whereby I'd be like, yeah, that the only person that could potentially save us right now, I honestly think, is Bryce Sensabaugh. Bryce Sensabaugh's threes, like, that's the only way you come back into this game. I definitely feel that way. And Bryce has only played 4 minutes. Like, wow. Bryce is back into the game, though. Maybe he's been listening to me. All right, Keontae getting the layup on that one. We are back. Jazz at 71, Hornets at 93. Jazz are down 22. That lead has definitely been shaved. Trey Mann there. Jazz there with the ball now. Jazz do get the ball back. Kevin Love, they're doing a pretty good job. All right, Bryce Sensabaugh passing to Keontae George. Keontae George there with a shot. Misses, but he's going to go to a line. Foul by Trey Mann. Keontae George willing the Jazz into getting a result in this game. I will take that. I will take that for sure. Keontae George now 17 points, 6 assists. Keontae shoots his first free throw and he scores. Nice. Surprised also we haven't seen Elijah Harkless in the game either. He would help out a lot with defense. Keontae George about to take his second one. And he drills it. Nice one there by Keontae George on that one. Jazz are down by 20. We have shaved a lot off the lead. I will give it to them that one. We got 4 minutes to go, or just under 4 minutes. It's a foul on Diabate, the young Frenchman, by Bryce Sensabaugh. Is that by Bryce? It was a foul. Bryce, you just came too late on that one. So they got the announcer Thurl Bailey's talking about Bryce Sensabaugh, and he's not been able to really get anything out of the game because of the foul trouble. All right, Keontae George, they're getting fouled again on the shot. And Keontae's going to go to the line, I think. Keontae George really helping to keep the Jazz in this game. At one point, the Jazz were down by 28, 26. The lowest we've been down by is 14. That was at the end of the first. But Keontae George is keeping us in this. So shout out to Keontae George for that. He just drains his first free throw, which is good. Keontae George getting his first in the second free throw. I got to give him some cheers for that one. That is definitely well deserved. All right, Jazz down by 21 right now. All right, Miles Bridges to the basket. He misses. I think that's a foul on Filipowski. Too many fouls for the Jazz. But that's where the Jazz have got to do better as well. They have to be the one to drive into the basket. I've been saying from damn near the end of the first quarter that they had to drive to the basket. Drive to the basket, get the fouls, potentially get the three-point conversion. Like, that's what the Jazz have needed. And now the Hornets kind of basically sit back. But the only way we're going to get back in this game right now, even though I'm not a big fan of just constant threes, we are going to need threes. And Bryce Sensabaugh is our best three-point shooter, and we are going to need him in this game to give us that opportunity. All right, Keontae George there. Keontae George drives to the basket. He gets blocked. Gets blocked by Diabate. And Kon Knueppel's with the ball now. He's going to drive to the wings out there to KJ Simpson. Again, guys, we're leaving guys open on the perimeter. It's not good. More. Oh, the Jazz lose the ball. They try to go. Oh, my God. Just silly turnovers. And that's K Love with a misplaced pass looking for Bryce Sensabaugh. And that's the thing with the Jazz are doing wrong. They're not taking care of the ball. They haven't been driving to the basket. Haven't shot the three ball pretty well. That's what sums up this game so far. Looks like the game is on break. I'm just going to go and check the kitchen for a second. I'll be right back. Okay. So it looks like they're back from the break. We got Lauren Green. They're talking about Isaiah Collier. He's been cleared, showing clips from his G League game. Oh, I didn't realize that Mo Bamba is with our G League team. Good, because we're going to need him. All right. We got Miles Bridges with a three. Miss. Jazz get the rebound. Good rebound there by Keontae George. All right. Ace Bailey on the court. Ace Bailey. Yes. Yes. Let's go. That deserves some cheering. Jazz are down by 21 right now. Ace Bailey. Miss. Another miss there by the Hornets. K Love does get the rebound on that one. Jazz have got to drive. Jazz will find somebody. Somebody drive to the basket. Kevin Love there. Keontae George now has the ball again from Kevin Love. KJ Simpson doing pretty good on this one. This is going to be a fadeaway. Yes, it is. No, and it's a miss. And Hornets force the Jazz to miss. Jazz have to drive to the basket. See, we just finished talking about Isaiah Collier, and this is one where we need his driving ability. Diabate getting fouled. I think Diabate just fouled Bryce Sensabaugh there. Bryce Sensabaugh, like a tank, driving, and he gets fouled. And it's going to be Jazz at the free throw line. Bryce Sensabaugh. No, sorry. That was Bryce Sensabaugh. For a second, I thought it was Ace Bailey. We're going to need more from Mace to go out there and be aggressive. Try to get some dunks. Do what he needs to do to try to get us back into this game. Jazz down by 23 right now. Charlotte are challenging a foul that was made on Bryce Sensabaugh. This is interesting. Ooh, it does look like that was a fair. I think that's going to be a non-foul. I think that was actually a fair one. I think that was a fair steal by Trey Mann. Should still be Jazz ball because Trey Mann got it, or did it come off? Yeah, I think that's a fair one. We got Jason Terry there talking to Ace Bailey. I love it. I love it. Love it. Oh, wow. The referees. Didn't I say I love the referees? Didn't I say that? The referees throwing the Jazz a bone. And Jazz are going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. Well done. All we just need Bryce to do is to nail these, and then the Jazz will only be down by 21. Then maybe if Bryce could, in the fourth quarter, could just go on a 3-point tear, 7 threes would do it. 7 threes would do it. That's all I'm saying. 7 threes would do it. Bryce nails his first one. Can he nail the second one? We need the more points, the better for him to nail. Nice one there, Bryce. We need that one. Definitely need that one. Okay. Ball comes in. We got KJ Simpson that's on the ball now. Oh, great steal there by Bryce. Bryce there is on fire. Bryce! Oh, no, it's a miss. No, it's a miss. Bloody hell. No, but it's a foul. Is it a foul? It's another foul by Trey Mann. Shout out to Trey Mann. Give fouling Jazz players to send us to the line. That's what we want to see. The Jazz shaving off, like, great anticipation there. Ball was meant for Liam McNeely. Bryce there hitting his first of his first 2 free throws. Can he nail the second one? Oh, and he nails the second one. Okay, that definitely deserves some credit. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. Jazz down by 19. But it's Hornets ball. All right, we got Miles Bridges with the ball now. It looks like that is Fema Hylock with the ball now. No, it's an open 3 by Trey Mann, but it's a miss. Oh, that's great. That is. Oh, hold on. What's going on here? Is that a foul? It's about time the referees start showing some love to Utah Jazz. That's all I'll say. Oh, so Kevin Love is going to go to the line. He's going to shoot. Oh, my God. K Love. Oh, come on. Come on, guys. This is where, like, we need you guys to fix up and look sharp and get ready. All right, Kevin Love. Oh, and he drills the second one. Nice one there. Oh, I'm having some internet issues. He does drain the second free throw. And I don't know what's going on with my chair. So there's no sound coming. But that's fine. All right, Filipowski steals the ball. Ace Bailey with an easy dunk. There we go. Okay, where's the cheering? What is going on, guys? What is going on with my cheering? I don't hear any cheering. I'm having some am I having some audio difficulties? I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, something's going on with my audio right now. I will have to find some way to fix that. But the Jazz 84, Hornets 101. Hornets are at the line, though, which sucks. That's the part that sucks. But it's fine. Okay, Miles Bridges shoots his free throw, drills it. All right. Walter Clayton has the ball. We got 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. KJ Simpson is on him, though. That is not. Oh, my God. Oh, are they going to call a foul on KJ? Or are they calling a foul on Walter Clayton? They're going to call a foul on Walt, aren't they? No. He just slipped. Thurl Bailey's talking about it's a grab. What? Oh, KJ Simpson and out here giving out gifts. Oh, there we go. Walter Clayton there hitting the first of those free throws. And he hits the second of the free throws. Nice. That's what we needed. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, we got 12 seconds left. It is Hornets ball. Great defense by the Jazz. Oh my God, no! Ace Bailey giving it away! No! Oh my God! You got to give credit for the Hornets on that one. Great hustle by them. So Hornets missed. Jazz got the ball back. Ace Bailey then thought that he had it. He was about to pass the ball to Walter Clayton, but you know, man, get your hustle on, Jazz. Get the hustle on, because what I see is not good enough. It's not good enough. All right, game is on break right now. It is the end of the third quarter. Now I could attempt to go up and fix. And still, I get nothing. But we've seen more the same as what we've seen in the last couple of quarters for the Jazz. I will say, though, that they have played better in the third quarter. Let me refresh my page to be able to at least see what's going on. At least that's what it feels like. It feels like they've played better. They haven't shot any more threes, but their free throw percentage has gone up. They're taking lots more free throws, which is good. That was a big difference. We still need to shoot some threes, though. That's where we're going to need Bryce. And as you can see here, Jazz scored 38 in that quarter. 38 to the Hornets 33. Like, that's what we need. We need to blow them out in the fourth quarter, and like we'll have a chance, like, for sure. Okay. I probably need to refresh this page. No. Nope, I don't want that one. I'm still trying to fix my audio on all the sounds that I had. I don't know what's going on there. Game looks like it's about to come on. If I don't manage to fix this, like, it's not the end of the world. Okay, Jazz have the ball now. Walter Clayton driving to the basket. Walter Clayton there doesn't manage to get the layup. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Is it going to be? I hope it's a jump ball. No, it isn't. It's just going to be a Charlotte Hornets ball. So Hornets have the ball. Still Hornets ball. We got Pat Connaughton on the floor now. Filipowski is back onto the floor as well. I know he came in late into the third quarter. Filipowski with some good defense. Great for Filipowski on that one. Rebound there by Walter Clayton. All right, Jazz. This is put up or shut up time. Oh, that's a poor pass there by Walter Clayton, but Jazz get the ball. Nurkic, who's he looking for Flip? Flip there. Sets it back to Lowry. Lowry with an open three. No. It's going to still be Jazz ball, though. Still going to be Jazz ball. All right. Filipowski with a three. No. Flip has not been great at shooting threes. Bryce Sensabaugh not in the game. When we need Bryce, I I know, like, he's had some foul issues throughout this game. All right, Pat Connaughton trying to drive, but he's got Kalkbrenner there. There we go. Great by the Jazz. Nurkic. Filipowski there. Oh, Filipowski should have gotten called a foul on that one. Filipowski tries to go for a layup, but he just doesn't get it. All right, Pat Connaughton. He's got Walt on him. Now he's got Filipowski on him. Ball goes into Zion James. Kon Knueppel. Oh, it's an open three for Pat Connaughton, and he drills it. We got to stop letting them have open threes, guys. We have to stop letting them with the open threes. All right. Jazz get an easy dunk, though, on that one. Jazz are down by 19. All right. Walter Clayton. It's a no. Oh, no. Jazz get there in time. Kalkbrenner there. Misses with the layup. Nurkic gets the rebound, though. Jazz have a chance to make up for that previous miss 2 plays ago. Lowry with a 3. And looks like it's another Jazz foul by Nurkic this time, probably with an illegal screen. He's been doing those the last few games. All right. Kalkbrenner trying to go for a layup. Jazz there with the rebound. Jazz have to capitalize on these misses. Drive to the basket, people. There we go. Keontae George driving to the basket, looking for the foul. Doesn't manage to get it. And the Jazz there, 90 to Charlotte Hornets, 107. Jazz down by 17. Pat Connaughton thinking he's going to get the open 3. No, he doesn't. But it turns up being a foul on Pat Connaughton, and he misses the layup. And he's going to go out to the line and shoot 2. Okay, looks like the game is on break. I am trying. Issues. Oh, we gotta. All right, we got some technical issues here going on right now. I gotta fix this. Okay. I don't need to have 2 audios. We are going to remove this one. So then I only have 1. Okay. And then we got this. Okay. Perfect. There we go. I think now I fixed it. And then we are going to share this. And then that should fix things. Okay. There we go. Everything now is fixed. All right, game is still on break. I know there are 4. Shout out to the 4 people there that are watching. I really appreciate it. Not sure if you are a Utah Jazz fan or if you are a Charlotte Hornets fans, but you know what? Thanks for joining me on the journey. Let's go about and see what happens in this game. Obviously, as a Jazz fan, like I want my Utah Jazz to win. That's what I want every single time. But yeah, you're just not sure. You're just not sure. So I'm just going to come right back. Game isn't on quite yet. Okay. We are back. And Zion James drives to the basket. Jazz are down by what is that? By 19 right now. We got 8.5 minutes left. It's going to be a tough one. Taylor Hendricks getting in the paint. We need more from that from Taylor Hendricks. All right, too easy. Jazz there allowing Kon Knueppel to get an open three. You cannot let Kon Knueppel get an open three. Come on, guys. He's been doing that all game. Kon Knueppel there with 22 points. He's 50% from the three-point line. He's been an absolute dangerous guy. You cannot let him just shoot open threes. Colin Sexton there with a foul on Keyonte George. We obviously know. He knows Keyonte very well. Keyonte there playing some really good game. He's one of the few players driving to the basket. Keyonte George there. Jazz are down by 20 right now. They have to find a way to reduce this lead. And for me, it has to start with Bryce. We need Bryce Sensabaugh's threes. They do manage to get the lead down. All right, Keyonte hits his second free throw, which is really good. I got to give some cheering for that. Where is my clappers? There we go, Q. Got to give you some clapping for that one. Kon Knueppel there receives the ball. He set things up for Pat Connaughton. It's a miss, though. Great rebound there by Nurkic. And backup Jazz. Filipowski's got the ball. Filipowski with a three. It's in and out. And Jazz. And it's a loose ball foul on the Jazz. Looks like on Sexton. But I don't see... like they're saying it's Keyonte George, but it doesn't look like Keyonte George is anywhere near the play. Oh, no, that was not a three by Filipowski. It was a three by Marketing, Lowry Marketing on that one. Okay. We got Colin Sexton here. He's got the ball, looking to see who's going to set it up. And he sets it up for Knueppel. Knueppel there just drains it. Too easy. Too easy. Jazz making it too easy for the Charlotte Hornets. I cannot wait to hear Will Hardy's press conference. Oh, it's a block on Keyonte George there with a drive. And it's 3-on-1 now. And the Jazz do not stop Zion James for getting that layup. Jazz are down by 22 right now. Nurkic sets it up for Taylor Hendricks. Nurkic there with a three. Nurkic in and out. In and out with the three. All right. Miles Bridges there. Again, Kon Knueppel with an easy. All right. Jazz there with the rebound after a surprise miss there by Kon Knueppel. Marketing there with the drive. Marketing there again with the miss. With the drive. No. And they get like 3 opportunities and they don't manage to put anything away. I think, did the referee call a foul? Ace Bailey's going to come back into the game. Haven't seen him in a little while. Ace. All right, we got Kevin Love on the ball. Taylor Hendricks. Taylor Hendricks to Kevin Love. Kevin Love sets it up. No, he doesn't. Kevin Love with a 3 now. Kevin Love just airball. Like, oh, wow. Wow. All right, we got Trey Mann with the ball. He has Kevin Love that's on him, though. You got Keontae with the ball. Miles Bridges. Keontae with some good defense there. But they do manage to get the rebound there. Trey Mann there just getting around Ace Bailey, and they get a third chance opportunity with the rebound. Miles Bridges with a 3, and it's an air ball. Ball goes to the Jazz. Now, I will take that, but the Jazz should have done way better with getting the ball back a lot sooner on that play. And as Thurl Bailey said, that all that did for the Utah Jazz was just eat up a lot of clock, even though it didn't end in a Utah Jazz in a Charlotte Hornets point. It just ate up a ton of clock time that could have easily be done. Lowry there with a layup. In and out for Lowry. Lowry needs help. Lowry needs help offensively, and it can't be just Key. You need the 4 men to go up and do something. Miles Bridges there getting a layup over Lowry, and it's going to be, I think that's a timeout on the Jazz. This isn't looking great for the Jazz. Not great at all. Not great at all for the Jazz. All right. I'll be right back. Game is on break. Yeah, so far the Jazz not starting this fourth quarter that great. At the end of the third, they were up by 5. They outscored the Charlotte Hornets. Now we are down by 6. We need to be up by 6. As a matter of fact, we need to be up by a lot more. We got 4 minutes to go. But I'll be right back. I just need to go and check something. Okay. Game still isn't back on, but I am back. I gotta change the camera battery again. It's still flashing to me on red. Give me 1 sec. 1 sec. Okay. All right. Camera charged. Let's go. We got 4 minutes and 45 seconds to go. All right. Keontae George now has the ball. He gets a rebound after a Jazz miss. Walt Clayton now has the ball. Kyle Anderson is back onto the court with Kyle Filipowski. So we got some double Ks out here. Walt Clayton there. Filipowski with a three. And it's a shot clock violation for the Jazz. Like, we cannot be letting that happen. Oh, I got to fix my camera. We cannot be letting stuff like that happen. That is just not good enough. And you could see Will Hardy there on the bench. Unlike the last game, he was angry, but definitely he's looking much more frustrated. Good attempted defense there by Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, you got to watch out for Kon Knueppel. And it's going to be Jazz ball after a shot clock violation by Mikal Bridges. Sorry, not Mikal. Miles Bridges. Okay. We got 4 minutes left. Kyle Anderson. Caught slow-mo with the layup. No. Okay. Bridges. Bridges goes around Cody. Cody's back into the game. Looks like it's a foul. Foul, I think, is on Diabate, and it's going to be Jazz ball. You got Mason Plumlee coming into the game. He's getting a round of applause. Mason Plumlee getting a round of applause, and I think we all know why. Mason Plumlee, 35 years old, vet, been around the game for a long, long time. You know, and getting minutes in a game. Great dunk there by Ace Bailey. Kyle Anderson right there setting up Ace Bailey for that one. Definitely that is well deserved. Another miss there by the Hornets. We got 3 minutes to go. All right, Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo drives to the basket. Sets up Kyle Filipowski. It's a miss. Oh, my God. Come on, Flip. Come on, Flip. Where have you been, Flip? I've been such a fan of Flip from last season. Kyle Anderson doing a really good job there, you know, playing the point guard position whilst all right, Kyle Anderson there trying to set things up. Slow-mo there to Ace Bailey. To Filipowski. Filipowski finally getting an easy dunk. Jazz are now down by 20. We got 2 minutes to go. Can the Jazz get 21 points in 2 minutes and also stop the Charlotte Hornets from scoring? We got KJ Simpson on the ball, and he gets a nice layup. I got to say that was a good one by KJ Simpson. All right, Kyle Filipowski there setting up Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey with a three. Ace Bailey there just not doing well with threes right now. Thorough Bailey talking about 7 of 32. That has only got to be the Jazz's 3-point percentage. Yes, that was the Jazz's 3-point percentage, which is exactly why I've been saying stop shooting the threes. You're not good at it. And even though Charlotte Hornets does have a better field goal percentage, like if they'd focus their time on driving to the basket or at least looking at the plays that they, oh my, Kyle Anderson with an air ball. They're showing highlights of the Svima high look block on Kon Knueppel. But for me, part of the reason for this game is tactical. I think some tactical issues. I don't think we should have been shooting as many threes as we were doing. And I get it. Like, there's always a game plan. But, yeah, when you saw you were 2 out of 22, that's when you should have been like, yeah, we're not doing that anymore. All right, I think Kyle Anderson missed his first free throw. Does make his second one, though. All right, it is Hornets ball. Walter Clayton Jr. fouling KJ Simpson on that one. It's going to be side out. Hornets ball. We got a minute 30 left. Unfortunately, people, I could say that the Jazz are going to lose this game. There's no way that you could come back in a game and be down almost, you're 24 points down and come back in a minute and 20 seconds. And it's the opposing team's ball. It's another three. I believe that's Liam McNeely there. Yes, it's right. Liam McNeely with a three. And the Jazz just, oh, wow. Jazz with a giveaway. Ace Bailey loses the ball. Ball goes off of Charlotte Hornets, but it's still going to be Jazz ball. Jazz really need to learn to adapt on the fly. I get it that they might have been thinking, yeah, 3-point ball. Okay, Jazz missed their opportunity to score. Filipowski. And that was a layup there by Kyle Anderson. The Jazz just scoring over 100 points there. And we got 40 seconds to go. You have 30 seconds to go. Like I said, guys, looks like we're going to lose this game. I don't understand. I mean, I'll go into it once the game is officially finished. Will Hardy there definitely looking very distant, if I would say. I'd be very interested to watching his press conference afterwards. I want to see what he has to say. Good layup there by Kyle Anderson, putting the Jazz there to 103 to 126. Jazz there down by 23. And the Hornets are like, screw it, we're gonna keep going. Nope. Oh, it looks like they're just gonna let it ride out. Hornets win by 23. Will Hardy there saying thank you, from distance. I don't know what's going on with the Utah Jazz right now. And I know some people might be watching it saying, well, what do you expect? The Jazz are tanking? No. No. Tanking's done. Maybe it's being on the road, that's it. But this is not what I thought how the game was going to be. I definitely expected more. After the game, they're showing, Bryce Sensabaugh talking to Colin Sexton, Kon Knueppel there talking to Kyle Filipowski, of obviously former Duke boys. Yeah, I'm gonna make this quick. I just want to check out a few things before we really go away. Sexton there, right there, talking to Taylor Hendricks. It's good to see that Colin Sexton still has a good relationships with some of the third-year players that was there, and even the second-year players too. And even though the game is finished, it looks like most people left a long time ago. I can't wait to go to a basketball game because if that happens, I'm staying just so I could. I want people to sign stuff for me. So the game is over. They're telling me to stand by for the press conference, but we're gonna dive straight into going to player ratings, and then we're gonna get out of here. It's getting late, and I haven't ate dinner yet. Now, Jazz losing this game by 23. When you look at the overall performance on how everything went, Jazz were 21% from three, which if a player did that, that was poor. You know, Isaiah Collier was 25% from three the whole of last season, and everybody has been saying that yeah, he's not good enough to play for in the NBA because he's a great shooter. But that's just not good enough. That's where things should have pivoted to whereby we go more driving to the basket, and then things could end up going more in the free throw route. Now you could see that near the end, that's how it ended up being, but we had to pivot from that long before. Nevertheless, overall, the Jazz once again not defending very well on the perimeter, and I think that's what's caused the Hornets just get such a run of being able to start the game off all hot. I think that first quarter kind of set the tone for them, and therein line the problem. Like you saw in the fourth quarter, like it was only a difference of 5. Hornets did win that 22-17, but that first quarter that set it all, and it's the same thing what happened in the last game as well against the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Cup. Phoenix Suns started out on fire, and the Jazz there were playing catch up all game. And I could only imagine how mentally that must be taxing for you to start out always from a losing position, having to claw and grip your way back from oblivion to try to get something out of the game. So that's the annoying part of it. But nevertheless, you had Larry Markin in there, the Jazz's best player. He had 29 points. He was a minus 19, though, from his plus minus. 12 of 28 from the field. That wasn't great, but I mean, I can't criticize Larry. You know, like without him, we would have, I don't know where the Jazz would have been. So I'm going to give Larry a solid 7.5 overall. Taylor Hendricks there, he had a minus 7 on his plus minus. Overall, me watching him play, too many times I just saw him like go missing throughout games, throughout the play. But I'm probably going to give Taylor Hendricks a 7. He did come through near the end and had some good dunks, some good rebounds. But overall, I'll give him a 7. Hold on, I'll be right back. I just have to do one thing. Be right back. Okay. All right. Yusuf Nurkic. So Yusuf Nurkic, I'm not pretty surprised with Yusuf Nurkic. 22 minutes played. He had 3 points, which, yeah, wasn't great. Like, that's, again, without Kessler there, that's the part that we're missing, is an offensive threat from our center. He did have 9 rebounds, though, 2 assists, 2 steals, and only 1 turnover, which was really good because last game he had like 6. He was 1 out of 6 from the field. That is not great. That's just terrible. I probably got to give him, I'm going to give him a 6. Svi Mihailuk there, he only has 3 points. And even though I think Svi played very good defense, I'm also going to give him a 6. I just don't think it was good enough. Keontae George there. I thought Keontae George was pretty good. Again, another bright spot like Lowry. And I gave Lowry a 7.5, so I'm going to give Key a 7.5 there. Kevin Love. Again, he was in the game. Didn't notice him sometimes, but wasn't great at shooting at all. He had 3 points in his 14 minutes. He gets assists, a 6. Kyle Anderson, again, started out a bit rough, but he was good near the end. I'll give him a 7. Very good at distributing the ball. Set up Ace Bailey nice with the dunk, which is what I like to see. Kyle Filipowski started up from the bench, obviously playing backup 5 because of the injury to Walker Kessler. Wasn't a fan of. He hasn't found his shooting form so far this season, and I don't know what is up, what is going on there. He was 40% from the field, and he only took 1 3, which, yeah, it's very strange because that's not how he was last season. And I'm pretty sure it's because he's been asked to play a different way this season. That's the only thing I'll put that down to. So I'm going to give Filipowski, I'm going to give him a 6.5. Cody Williams and Bryce Sensabaugh, I can't talk about, but I will talk about Bryce. He should have played more minutes. I know Bryce. I know there's an issue with Bryce when it comes to defense, but we needed to play Bryce. And I get it. I get it, but we needed to play Bryce. We needed Bryce. Bryce's 3 points, 3-point shots. And he played 9 minutes and wound up at 7 points. So that tells me that he could have provided some type of value. But I'll leave it there. It's just that. Ace Bailey, he played 19 minutes. He wound up with 6 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. And me watching him throughout the game, definitely he started off the game pretty rough. His first 8 minutes of the game, he had no points, no rebounds, no assists. Definitely was a rough one on that point. But then after that was when he looked a bit better. And it took him a bit of while to kind of get going. But I have to be fair in terms of everybody else. So even though I think he ended great, I'm still going to give him a 6.5 overall. Walter Clayton Jr., again, kind of went missing. Didn't really notice him as much. I'm going to give him a 6. 19 minutes played as well. 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. Just not a lot there. And then Bridges on the Charlotte Hornets side, I thought all of their guys were really good. Bridges, I'll give a solid 7.5. Kalkbrenner, I'll give a 7. He had 2 points. Yeah, I'll give him 2 points. I'll give him a 7. Colin Sexton there, I thought was pretty good. He had 10 points in his 29 minutes of play. I'll give him a 7.5. Sion James, I'll give a solid 8. Kon Knueppel, I'll give an 8.5. He was the best player and probably the player of the game there, in my opinion. Musa Diabate, I'll give an 8. I thought he was really good. He caused a lot of problems for the Jazz. His length, offense ability, and his ability to get a rebound. Very good hustle as well. Nice player, Musa Diabate there. Another good French stallion for there. I can't talk about Tijon Salon. Mason Plumlee wasn't on there for too long. Pat Connaughton, didn't notice him as much, but I'll give him a solid 7. Trey Mann there, I noticed him quite a bit. Gave the Jazz some good fouls there as well with his some free throws with his fouls. So I'm going to give Trey Mann there a 7. But even besides that, I thought he had a good game there, Trey Mann. KJ Simpson there, I'm also going to give a 7. And Liam McNeely, I can't talk about. So I'm just going to pause this. Will Hardy doing his press conference. I need to watch this, but I'm going to end the show before then. But overall, this was a tough game. I'm not going to lie. It's a tough watch. Jazz not playing great defense from the start. And again, it's another game where the first quarter was a defining part of the game to whereby the Jazz always played catch up and the Jazz just never seemed to kind of get back into it. The things just got worse. And I think the coaching team didn't really adapt to it too much. The lack of threes, just not good enough. Not good enough from the Jazz. I thought this could have been a win for the Jazz, but hey, you live and learn. we do have some comments in the chat. I see the Wandering Wizard says, "Yup," which means that he probably agrees with everything that I've just said. So on to the next game, which will be tomorrow against the Boston Celtics. They're going through a bit of a season, but it's one of those whereby I think that game is going to be just as tough as this one. Boston Celtics, they still got Jaylen Brown there, who's still a good quality player. And even though that they have a lot of other guys there that you wouldn't necessarily associate with a NBA starting five, they're probably on the same level as a lot of the guys that we have. So that's going to be a difficult game there. Do I think we could have won with Kessler? Possibly, but my guess would be no, because again, the reason why we lost the game was because we let the game get out of hand. And even though I think defensively we would have limited some of the points that the Hornets had, the Hornets won by 23. Maybe the Hornets would have only won by 12 or 15 would probably be my guess if Walker Kessler was back. Again, it comes down to the first quarter stuff. Like Walker Kessler played in the last game against the Phoenix Suns, where he played in that game. And again, it was another first quarter situation. So I think Walker Kessler would have had a positive impact. But I just seeing the way how the game went, seeing what the Jazz didn't do, the Jazz needed more threes. And Walker Kessler, even though I think he does shoot the three ball pretty well so far this season, I just don't think Walker Kessler would have been enough. I think we needed Bryce. We just needed just to be better overall at shooting the three ball. I think that would have been the difference maker. But yeah. But thanks for the comment, Wondering Wizards. Thanks to the compliment. Thanks for all the compliments and comments from Mystique, Apollo in the chat as well. Much appreciated. I really appreciate you guys, supporting the channel and joining me on these games. I know they're not the easy ones to watch, and definitely not easy for myself as a Utah Jazz fan. So yeah, it's definitely a difficult one. But hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, the Jazz could come back and get a win over Boston, and kind of really turn it around. Not sure what it is. Is it kind of just being on the road that has a lot of these players just like really down in the dumps and not really kind of bringing that energy? Or is it something else? We'll have to see. I'm going to listen to Will Hardy, and I'll kind of take it from there. But guys, I just want to say thank you very much for watching, and really appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow for our next game against. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's against the Boston Celtics. Let me make that absolutely sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's against the Boston Celtics tomorrow. Yes, it's against the Celtics, 6:30 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, and then hopefully the Jazz get another win. But I will see you guys tomorrow.